Okay, hairdressing year 1 learning paper for term 1. Okay, remember, please go over the history of the barber pole. What is important here is that you need to remember that the red is for the blood and the blue is for the veins and the white is for the bandages. Remember, we did this in class. You also colored in the barber pole. Then go over the characteristics of a good hairdresser. If you are going to do hairdressing one day, what do you need to do? Good time management, creative, you need to be willing to learn, friendly personality, all of that. Then please remember we did all the career opportunities, all the places you can work in, like at the airport, you can do, you can make wigs, you can do a mobile hairdresser, you can work on a stage. There's so many career opportunities that you can choose from. Then when you go for an interview, number one, you do your research about the place. You understand the position that you're going to work in. It's like, let's say you are only there to wash hair. You need to understand what you need to do. Then you are dressed professionally and you are on time. Then you bring your CV. You practice common questions. Use positive body language. Listen carefully. You ask the people questions at the end that you would want to know. And most importantly, you thank the interviewer. Then safety signs, go over the 3 definitions there for a hazard, risk, and control. And then the safety signs is very important. Remember the red. The red one is a circle with a diagonal line through it, and red means stop, like for instance, stop smoking. Then the blue one is a circle and it is a mandatory sign. So if you see a blue circle sign, it means you have to do that, what is on the sign. For example, the I one, you need to wear protective glasses. Then on the next page is the yellow triangle, and it means there's a risk of danger. For example, that one with a fire. So like on your spray bottle, it would have that sign there, which means you should not take the bottle near a flame as it would burst. Then safe conditions would be the green one, can be a square or a rectangle, and it's for like escape route or first aid or come together when there's a bomb. Fire safety, square or a rectangle, and it's normally got the flames here on the side, which would indicate, let's say, a fire extinguisher or a fire ladder or a fire blanket. Okay, then the tools and the terminology and the equipment, I'm not going to go through each and every one of them. Just remember that if there's a comb, like there, you can't say it's a comb. You need to be more specific. You need to say multi-purpose comb or an oval brush. So I need to see not only a clip, but a sectioning clip. So there's a few of them that we did this term in class. Then the areas of the salon we also did. I gave you the picture with the specific area and the people working in that area. Then how germs are spreading. So you get germs that spread through droplets like coughing or sneezing or laughing. Contact with surfaces, like when you touch a cell phone, you give it to your friend with germs on, they can get sick from that. And then direct contact, like hugging, shaking hands, or touching. Then you can also get sick by food and drinks, where you are sharing, let's say, utensils, or you are making food without washing your hands. You can spread germs with bodily fluids like saliva, blood, sweat, through contaminated food, and insect bites like mosquitoes go give you malaria. Then the color wheel, please go over the color wheel. Please remember all the things that we did in class and the one that you painted. You need to know primary colors, secondary colors, cool and warm colors. Then the face shapes. These are the most common ones. So you get an oval, heart, circle, square, rectangle. Please go over HIV and AIDS. You need to know the definition of HIV. You need to know the definition of AIDS. And here at the bottom, I gave you the difference between HIV and AIDS. Then the same with sanitation. I gave you the definition and an example of them. And then at the bottom, I gave you a quick sentence to remember sanitation versus sterilization. Then head lice. Head lice we did in class. Remember, it is a small, tiny insect that's very small, very quick and hard to see. They lay tiny eggs on your hair that is called nits, and this will cause your hair to start itching and to let more lice be born. Okay, remember, head lice cannot jump or they cannot fly. You can get them directly from like sleeping next to your sister that has lice, or you can get them indirectly like through a hat or using a sister's comb and there's still lice or nits on the comb. There is the picture that we also did in class about how a lice looks like and that it cannot jump. Its legs are not made to jump. Okay, then remember shampoo and conditioner. Shampoo is there to open up the cuticle. It goes into the hair. It cleans the hair. It takes out all the dirt and the sweat. And then conditioner goes and it closes the cuticle again and makes it smooth. Then the basic hair structure, the medulla, cortex, cuticle. Cuticle outside, medulla way in the middle, and the cortex is the biggest part in the middle. Conditioner. Then remember physical and chemical damage. Remember physical damage is physically like brushing your hair too bad or making your ponytail too tight, and chemical is something like bleaching, dyeing, relaxing, coloring, perming. Okay, but just read through it. I'm not asking all of them, but take a few that is related to you the most. Then blow drying tips. Remember to blow dry. Some of the tips would be to use conditioner. Gently towel dry the hair. Do not rub the hair. Use a heat protector. Detangle carefully. Section the hair. Use the correct brush. Don't over dry the hair. And then precautions would be like use a heat protector. Don't use too harsh heat. Avoid pulling the hair too hard. Section the hair properly. And don't use damaged hair. Don't like weak or split ends. They break easily. Okay, good luck and good luck with the studying.